everybody, Kimberly here, and I am looking forward to what's coming out this summer into the fall and maybe just a little bit into 2026. So this top 10 video is going to be dedicated to the games I'm most interested in that have maybe run a campaign at a crowdfunding website or are being released at various conventions from summer all the way through fall. So what I'm going to do is start my list. This is a random order. These 10 are all very interesting to me. So I'm going to get that picture of the game up here along with when it's supposed to be released or an approximate date of availability. So the very first one I want to start with is The Lord of the Rings, The Fate of the Fellowship. And this game has a slated release of June 27 of this year. It is a cooperative game for 1 to 5 players, designed by Matt Leacock. And every player is going to control 2 characters, lending their unique abilities to protect Frodo, battle enemies in pivotal locations, and evade the menacing, Nazgul and Sauron searching eye. I mean, always you got to give me a little bit of a break here with some of these names, especially with existing IP. So it looks like we've got 24 objectives, events, 14 events, 13 playable characters. This looks like a ton of fun. You've got action points that you allocate. It's a cooperative game. There is an element of dice rolling, hand management, and variable player powers. This looks fantastic, really, really highly thematic. I am super, super excited about The Lord of the Rings, Fate of the Fellowship, about a 3 complexity out of 5 on BGG. Okay, my second one is Seven Wonders Dice. This has a US release September 19th, and I'm a big fan of all the Seven Wonders everythings, so when I heard I'm going to manage my resources to build my city with dice, I was very much on board. This is designer Antoine Bauza, and very similar to the themes you've got with Seven Wonders. You've got one of the seven largest cities. You're going to bring them to prosperity, construct a wonder, devise time, scientific advancements, developing commerce, managing resources, all the same kind of images that I'm seeing here with previous Seven Wonders, but of course this is going to be with dice. So die icon resolution and has a paper and pencil element to it. Really excited. Love some dice versions. They all aren't winners, but I'm definitely open to trying this. So that is going to be my second one. My third one is called Recall. This has a release date of October 23rd at Essen. And Recall, if you look at the poster, is very similar to Revive. So you've got, from the same folks that brought us that, you're going to explore the lands and discover ancient civilizations to learn from them. Again, same designers as Revive. You've got engine building and exploration here. I really like that feature of Revive where you're going out and exploring the hexes. This is a deeper strategy game, so it's going to be about 90 minutes, maybe a little bit more. It looks like it plays 1 to 4, and you've got action retrieval, endgame bonuses, income, modular board. I think it's going to be reminiscent of Revive for sure. So, looks really, really cool, looks a little deep. I'm definitely on board. Next up, this is going to be a reprint with the late Kickstarter backer in Q4. That's the best I've got for Reforest, Plants of the Pacific Northwest Coast. Now, one of the things that really captured my attention here is I'm in the Pacific Northwest, and I really like games that explore the flora and fauna of the area that I live in, and so I'm fascinated to get this game on the table, develop a healthy forest ecosystem by arranging a synergistic collection of plants, and it looks like really great artwork here. Super, super interesting cards. You're going to gather or play a plant, and it just looks like a kind of, fun environmental card placement game about growing an ecosystem and, getting that kind of interconnectedness of those abilities on these cards. So looks really, really interesting. About half hour to an hour game. I think that looks fantastic. So I want to get my hands on Reforest. The next one is called Alibis. This is in May, and it might even be out right now because this is publishing in May. But this is a 2 to 6 player, 20-minute game where players are going to work together. This is a cooperative word association game trying to provide alibis and find a villain. Who done it? A suspicious lineup of supervillains lies before you and your team. You're tasked with finding the true criminal. There's secret information, there's cooperation, you've got clues that you're giving each other, deduction, party game, word game. This is obviously much lighter and a very different style than those heavy strategic games that I've been looking at, or even the thematic games that I've been looking at so far. I'm super, super excited. So this looks fun. I want to give it a try. And I'm going to move on to an even more fun game with Ham Helsing Monster Hunter. This is in Q4 release. 2 pigs, a werewolf, a vampiric boar team up to save Mud Canyon. This is playful. This is fun. I mean, look at the artwork right there. 1 to 4 players, and it's got about an hour to an hour and a half playtime. This is adventure fighting based on the best-selling graphic novel about the monster hunting pig Ham Helsing. This is a cooperative adventure board game. Deck, bag, and pool building, dice rolling, icon resolution. This to me sounds like I'm going to have fun with the theme. I'm going to work together, and it's got a lot of the mechanics that I just truly enjoy and I find just fun. So I think this one is really, really, and I mean like interesting. I'm super excited about this. Designer Justin DeWitt. Okay, the next one is called Luthier or Luthier. I'm probably not saying this correctly. This is coming out at UKGE and it's at the end of May. May 30th essentially is going to be the availability for this. And it kind of reminds me a lot of Lacrimosa, which I really, really enjoyed. This is a heavy game. It says it takes between an hour and a half to all the way up to like maybe 2.5 or 3 hours to play this game. It is a 3.69 complexity, and I'm just really interested, partially because the artwork. One of our artists attributed to this is Viza Dutrait, my favorite artist. And so what it does is it transports players, 1 to 4 players, to the height of classical music in Western Europe. And there is a unique combination of hidden bidding and worker placement. You are trying to manage your resources to craft various musical instruments. And then you are, of course, courting actual historic patrons, ever-changing tableau of actions and bonuses. This just sounds really, really good, and it looks really, really good. And I do like the theme. I do like the idea here. So for me, I'm thinking the pairing of the mechanics, the beauty of the artwork, and the theme is just going to sing whenever I get my hands on Luthier. I don't know. The next one, Diluvium. This is out October 18th. And Diluvium, a 1 to 4 player game. It says here 15 to 60 minutes, so it's a 4X game. This is the cool pitch. It's a 4X game that lasts less than an hour. And that's really what got me. I'm like, please, I want this game. I want to play a 4X game, and I want to play in under an hour. The complexity here is pretty low, the weight, 2.1. So I'm definitely thinking this is going to deliver on what it promises, with this kind of Civ building grid movement modular board rondel. Ooh, rondel. Yes, please. And it says here you have a civilization. You've got to settle your islands. Your goal is to get the most gold possible. You're going to choose 1 of 4 actions: explore, settle, produce, engage. Definitely sounds like a 4X to me. And then whoever has the most gold at the end is going to win. So worker placement, variable player powers. This to me sounds really, really good. So definitely into what Diluvium might offer players. I'm going to get to my next one. This is called Fighting Fantasy Adventures, released in Q4 of this year. Again, with the 1 to 4 players, about all the games I've been talking about have that range, and for me, that's a really good range for my player game group. Play solo, or I play with my husband, or I play with my 3-player group, and then I have a 4-player group. So for me, that's like the perfect range. But this looks like it's about an hour to 3 hours to play. It is a co-op adventure game based on the iconic books. So it's a really nice, like, fantasy fighting game. The campaign has 5 adventures based on 4 stories that you get with the fighting fantasy IP. This is designed by Martin Wallace, which I'm a big fan of Martin Wallace games, and so I'm definitely interested in what he's doing here with this. And it says it's about 10 to 15 hours of game time total. It just sounds really immersive, and so I'm in on this. It just looks like a ton of really great mechanics, card-based system. You've got a role-playing game feel without the need for a game master. Yes, yes, and yes. So what that does is it leaves me with my last game on the list, and the reason I saved this for last, even though I didn't prioritize anything on here, is because it might be fulfilled in 2026. So it's my furthest one out. So this was a Game Found crowd fund raised game. It's Casus Belli. It's 4 asymmetric factions exploring space and rising tensions. This is pretty heavy, 3.4 complexity out of 5. It's a 1 to 4 player game and is about an hour to 3 hours to play. It's about exploration, settlement, and warfare in space. So heavy theme here. It's got, you know, a nice amount of time that you spend here exploring, coming across alien technologies, and of course there's going to be some battle there. So space exploration, science fiction, yes, yes. I do think that maybe the alliances in area majority or influence might be a little bit outside of my super comfortable mechanics. But I think I'm willing to try because there are some other fantastic mechanics here that are very enticing. So that is going to round out my 10 games that I'm looking forward to that are coming out starting essentially now in May all the way throughout the end of the year that I think have a whole lot of potential when it comes to theme, mechanics, gameplay, and even the look and the feel, right? That artwork that's just really, really compelling. So a lot of fun things here. I want you to tell me what 10 games you're looking forward to. What are the ones that are on your radar? Maybe you've already done a crowdfunding of some kind, or you've seen a lot of hot buzz and hot talk about those particular games. Tell me, put that in the comments below, and I will see you next time. Happy gaming this summer, folks. Bye.